LeetCode problem number 1899, merge triplets to form target triplets. So this problem, there's a lot of words, but it's actually pretty straightforward. So what it gives us is an array of 3 integers and a 2D integer called the triplet, which contains these triplets. Okay, and we are also given an integer array called the target, which is the target triplet that we want to obtain, right? So here it says we, in order to obtain target, basically what it means is that if you see here, the triplet we are looking at must be bigger than the previous triplet, right? And so on and so forth, right? So as long as they are bigger, right, or more like if they must be smaller or equals to the target, right? So as long as they are smaller, right, as long as they are smaller, we can obtain any one of the integers inside the triplet, and by looping through the triplets, we would need to get all the numbers we need to acquire the target. Okay, so basically here's my approach. It's pretty straightforward, like I mentioned. So the first thing I have is the okay, the first thing I have are of course the 1, 2, 3, and these are basically, you can call them flags. So when they are triggered, they'll be turned into true, and basically what I do is check whether all of them are true. So if they're all trues, then we have found the triplet. It's possible to obtain the triplet. Otherwise, if even one of them remains false, then we just return false because one of them is false, right? Okay, so here I have a if statement that, like I mentioned, checks if the current triplet we are at, right? For example, this one, 2, 5, 3, the current triplet that we have against the target is bigger than the target. If any one of them is bigger than the target, then we just continue, right? Because that's not does not play within the rules set for us, right? So basically, this if statement is this long line, right? So as long as this remains true, we will continue because this triplet cannot be used to obtain any numbers in it for our target. Otherwise, we just compare, right? So if any one of the number matches our target, we will just mark it as true. Okay, for this instance, 1, 2, and 3. So for this instance, if we look at the first triplet, 2, 5, and 3, okay, so 0 is not bigger than target, right? They are the same. 5 is not bigger than 7, 3 is not bigger than 5. Okay, so meaning we are good to use this triplet. So if we compare, okay, 2 matches 2, so this will become true. Okay, since this will return true, the second and third one would stay false. So let's look at the other triplet, which in this case is 1, 8, and 4. So if you look here, triplet we have, this is smaller than this, okay, all good. But this number is bigger than this number, right? So when that happens, it does not work here. So we can just continue and skip this triplet. Let's move on to the next one. 1, 7, 5. And if you notice, this is smaller than this. This is equals to this. 5 is also equals to 5. Then we do the comparison, right? 1, since both of these are the same, they are both turned to true. Afterwards, the for loop ends and returns whether or not all of them are true. And since all of them are true, meaning that for this case, the triplets can obtain our target and returns true. Okay, this is a relatively short problem, as it is fairly easy and straightforward, but that's all I have to show. Thanks.